They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining, barely flexing? I hear them talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill them softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy pants ain't with 3 S's. Pick up S's, no S's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Saints are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Panthers team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Anderson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go! Blue 58!
In motion right is Bryant. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
To throw is Newton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken. His 11th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Deshaun Hall in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third down now following the run. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and 2, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
first down. Newton. He sets to fire deep. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Colby Listenby, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the flat for Hyde. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Stepping up, he'll try and run, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. The motion man here, Flainer. First down, a run with Hyde. Touchdown, New Orleans. Carlos Hyde hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And Daniels has it left side. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now Thomas will come in motion right. Back to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Going motion right, Snead. A toss play. This is high. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Short, Smallwood, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Newton.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his 1st step.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Going motion right, Snead. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they're able to get a little bit of yardage.
They run it again with Hyde. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Flanner. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Flanner. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Pass incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Newton now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out. Newton on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down again. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throw left side complete. It's Daniels. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They give the Smallwood. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it when we need you.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton flushed out right. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Gano out to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive with high. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Side here to Bryant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Newton.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go there.
First down, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw. And it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing cornerback would beg to differ.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more.
Let's go. 3-2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
Let's go, Stan. Make some noise.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Saints on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins. They've got the lead in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Again, it's Hyde. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Saints on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete to Flainer. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And brought in here by Flainer. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Blue 58.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Newton's going to throw it. It's caught right side by Daniels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Newton now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing here, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
Let's go! Blue 58!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your...